Well, no, I was going to say good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I think it's after 12 noon, and I'm up in Dawsholm Park. You know, I love the woods up here, so I haven't been on for a wee while, so I just thought I'd pick up Darcy here. And in fact, she didn't want to get out of the car, she didn't want to go a walk. But I managed to persuade her, and she's enjoying this now. And what a glorious day. We can just see the sun's coming through the trees. The sky's really clear. It was quite frosty, or well, it was cool this morning when I got up early because I had Isla with me, the red fox lab, and she was enjoying just being with me, and then I dropped her off and I picked up Darcy. So we're just having a wee walk through the woods. It's so peaceful. Now, I'm going to be doing a podcast later, and I do hope you subscribe to my podcast. It's on mindcircles.co.uk, and the podcast is actually about charging ahead with confidence. I think so many of us, the last 2 or 3 months have been long, they've been gloomy, so I thought we need a wee bit of confidence here. And I know it's really difficult because we're listening to the terrible news of war-torn areas around the world, especially Ukraine just now, and my heart goes out to them. We've got to do what we can. Just letting a jogger jog past. We are just dawdling. I like dawdling through the woods. I did head down to Botanic Gardens beside the River Kelvin, but it was really busy, and I thought, no, I want a quiet walk so that I can reflect just on everything that's going on and try to kind of clear my mind a bit. And I hope you're all managing to do that. I've done a few YouTube videos in the past, and well, more recently as well, but on taking care of yourself. And I know that conditioning, past conditioning, we've all been conditioned in the past not to be selfish, and some of the things will be that if we take care of ourselves, that's being selfish, but actually it's not. If we don't take care of ourselves, then we can't take care of others. And we know with all the medical staff and other staff, all the workers during the pandemic, they were really giving their all and therefore becoming overwhelmed. So it's difficult. If you are helping, then you really need to take special care of yourself. And there's some lorries in the background there, but we can't help that. I'm just going to the daffodils. Actually have not been fully out in some areas because it's been very cool, but in the calmness of the woods here we have daffodils, and they are in bloom. Not many, but we can also see, if I home in on this tree here, this bush, you can see the buds coming through. So spring is definitely on the way. And of course in our neck of the woods here in the UK and Western Europe, the spring equinox was the 20th of March. And we just hope that with spring on the way that there will be better times ahead for everyone who's suffering. Now, as you know, I love going through and under the trees. There's something special about it. You just feel protected with all the trees round about you. Now the vet college is up here, and if I walk further up, then we might have the Highland coos, the Highland cows, the red-headed coos. They might be out in the field, and if so, I'll try and bring them into the video. Yes, lots of bushes, the leaves coming on the trees, still a lot of bare trees around, but you can see the blue sky. I hope you can feel just the sense of peace here. I know there's the lorries and other people working. There's a factory area quite near us where the lorries are working, and it's really our main refuse plant in Glasgow, and we need that, of course. But I just kind of close my mind to all the noise. Try and let the birds singing. We can hear the birds coming through. I do recommend that you get out into nature. If you're able to walk, then try and have a walk, maybe in a green area or park near you. We're lucky in Glasgow that I think it's known as the city with the most parks. Maybe that's not correct, but someone will no doubt tell me. But we do have some lovely parks. And some of the parks are really very green. But this is mainly woodland. Now I'm coming down to the field with the Highland cows, but I don't see them out today. Aye. Right. No Highland cows out today. Just a lady with a couple of doggies. Now we're coming up to, I think this is a gorse bush here. Now the difference between, I think, the gorse bush and the broom is the gorse has jaggy spines, and this is a gorse bush. That's difficult to say actually, isn't it? We can see all the yellow buds. It's beautiful, isn't it? So maybe that's a nod to Ukraine with the yellow and the blue, the yellow of the gorse bush and the blue sky. And I think there's quite a few people coming now, so I might sign off and come back on, but we'll just do our own thing here. Darcy? There's, I think, some dog walkers. They're chatting with each other. But let's see if we can see down here too. Right, they're definitely making a bit of a noise, this couple, but we'll just let them pass. I quite like, as you know, I quite like to do my ABC. So that's really good, isn't it? Yeah, we'll pass on here. There's a few dog walkers here. Right.
Sorry.
Yes, she doesn't bother. Right, come on. This way. Right, that's us passing the doggies. Right, it's nice and peaceful now, so I don't like to sign off without doing my ABC, and I hope that you're all doing the ABC. And what would your ABC be today? Maybe along the lines of my podcast that I'm going to be doing. I am confident. Right, no Highland cows out today. Don't see them at all in the field. So what the affirmation, what would that be? I feel confident. I charge ahead with confidence. Maybe something like that. And of course the B for breathing. Still so important to do the deep, effective breathing. And if you're not sure how to do it, please head off, and I've got a Mind Bites mindfulness meditation video showing you how to do it. In fact, I've got one for the A for affirmation, one for B for breathing, and one for C for creative imagination. And that leads me to, what will the C be today? What are you going to do with your creative imagination? Well, you can close your eyes, you can actually head off and choose one of my Mind Bites, or you can watch this video. Some people do find it difficult to maybe use their creative imagination. It is also known as visualization, but I quite like saying the words creative imagination, because you don't just have to visualize. You can listen. Do you hear the birds? You can touch. Use your sense of touch. And I'm going to do this just now because there's a tree just wanting me to touch it. I'm touching the tree. Just the energy of the tree. As they say, hug a tree. You will feel better. And breathing in and just being around the trees it improves your immune system. You feel better. So you might want to just maybe close your eyes and just imagine yourself in your happy place, in your safe place. Now when you're feeling overwhelmed by all the negative news and the terrible troubles and wars around the world, just imagine it's so difficult for these people to have any safe place. But it's also interesting, I saw this morning a short video on the soldiers at the border helping Ukrainian children with all their belongings. And they were laughing and getting the children to laugh. It just really reminded me that laughter is the best medicine. So no matter how difficult that is, you know my two trademark tips are smile and laugh. They cost you nothing. But when you do that, you can feel your shoulders going back, you can feel confidence rising. And all these really brave, courageous soldiers and people they've got to be resilient. We've got the courage to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video. Darcy's just been dawdling along with me. And oh, I can see, I think lots of trees. There's been lots of planting down here since I was last here. I can see the narrow spikes sticking out of the ground. So I think they've been planting some trees, which is beautiful. So that's another replanting project. So I'm just going to stop for a minute and take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold. And then exhale through the mouth. I'm just going to look at all the beautiful trees, the tree trunks, nature's architect, and the blue sky. So bye for now, and virtual hugs to everybody, and thank you for watching and listening. And I'll catch up with you again soon. Just remember to tune in to my podcast later. I'll post this and the podcast up on social media. And I've got a fabulous lady who's helping me, Tamara Campbell of Spin Media, and she is helping me progress with social media. So watch out for the changes. And thank you again. So virtual hugs again, and bye for now.